You've lost your
And
jacket, cuz.
I know it was getting hot.
Yeah, I thought you
Oh,
might get warm in it.
yeah, it's getting hot. Right, yeah, we're back. Do you want to
We're
do the
back.
do you want to do the opening remarks for this one, please,
Yeah.
bro? Yeah.
Well, hi there, everybody. Welcome along to the Football Referee. One or two good things to talk about this week, namely the victory last night of England's women over Italy. So that'll be a good start. So anyway, I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz. Welcome to the football referee. Right, so what a victorious. I mean, what I don't even know how to describe it, but I know I feel really I'm lost for words now. But it was a great game. It was a great game last night, wasn't it, bro? It was a really
It
great
was.
game. Makes you makes
It
you
really,
feel
yeah. Go on.
makes you feel proud to be an Englishman, don't you? Because the way that they started, we, I mean, we did play, but they sort of they make it hard, don't it, for you to watch the girls. I know we've been in sort of a similar situation with the boys as well, but. But anyway, so let's start with the Sweden one, and then we'll come back to yesterday's one.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
So let's start with this Sweden one. First of all, would like to say on this show that Jessie Cart, the England, England, Jessie Carter, sorry, not Jessie,
Carter, yeah, Jess Carter.
Jess
Mm,
Carter, Jess
mm,
Carter, the England player that was getting all these abuses online.
mm.
We want to say, well, this is not what football is about, and we would like to say we support women football, and we're against every sort of violence in
Mm.
football, male or female, don't we? Violence, racial abuse, whatever it is, it certainly doesn't belong in football, right? So the penalties. What I know we won, and I'm glad we did, but what is wrong with I want it to come out the right way, but there's something certainly hasn't really come of age with penalties in women's football. Do you
Mm.
agree or disagree? Let's just start from there.
Yeah, I agree. It's true for what seemed to be a majority of the players, both sides.
Mm.
So I sort of agree with that. Doubtless there will be women players who are pretty good at penalties.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were, and of course, there were one or two funny, I suppose, memes you would call them, which again, it's interesting that somebody, a couple of people sent me something, and the picture was of a dartboard. Did you see that one at all? The
No,
dartboard,
no,
and
I
it
haven't.
said,
You'll have to send it.
"It's." I'll send it to you, but I'll tell you what it has. It's a
Right.
dartboard, and there's loads of darts all around it, none on the dartboard. And it said the women, England's women, are relaxing after their victory over Sweden by playing a game of darts, and not one dart out of like 200 was on the board. But interesting, the person who originally posted that had
Yeah.
put, just emphasizing this is only for fun,
Yeah.
not meant seriously. And I thought that was quite interesting that that person felt the need to almost put in a disclaimer like,
Yeah.
oh, not this is not misogyny, because of course
Yeah.
it's not misogyny. It
It's
goes
not.
without
Yeah.
saying. If it
Yeah.
was men, we'd do men, we'd do exactly the same thing.
We would.
if,
Yeah.
if they've missed their
Absolutely.
pen, probably more
Us.
so. But I
Us.
think I think it's a little sign that nowadays people feel the need, perhaps it's a good thing, I don't know, to be a bit more thoughtful
Yeah.
when they post something that we might find funny, but someone else won't. So yeah, but it's I'll send it to you because it's actually just quite funny to look at,
It is.
which is no
Yeah.
reflection on the women's ability.
Yeah.
My reaction to that penalty shootout was, and I suppose I can only speak for the England team, but it just didn't
Yeah.
look as if they'd been practicing their penalties. It just didn't, because I can understand, I think, the nervousness when you do that long walk to the ball and all the rest of it, and you know you might score a penalty in training all the time, but
Mm.
it's like your legs go like jelly, I expect, because and the goal will suddenly look very much smaller and so on. So it's a tough ask of people.
Yeah.
Equally, they're professionals, and I would like to think, and I always used to say this about the men, they should be practicing those things as a big part of their training in these tournaments and
Yeah.
maybe in their clubs as well. Because it just struck me that most of the penalties were poorly positioned. They were at the right height for the goalkeeper. They either didn't go in the real corner. There were some penalties we've seen since then with other teams, and they're not all brilliant by any means, but they hit the ball at a good height into the net. And
Yeah.
even if the goalkeeper touches it, it's hit hard enough so they don't really save it. And that's another thing. Players who go up and don't really put their boot through it are running the risk. If it hits the goalkeeper, or if she chooses the right way, they're
Yeah.
likely to save it. So I don't understand anybody who goes up and tries to look cool, I suppose. Oh, I can just put it there and the goalie will go the wrong way.
Yeah.
Some players have got the ability to wait for the goalie to go and then
Yeah.
put it the other way. But
Yeah.
that's a tough one, because if you misjudge it, then you can mess it up altogether. So yeah, I agree with you that I think more penalty work, especially in these tournaments, does need to be done, because so many of the games relatively do go to penalties. We
Penalties.
could
Yeah.
find that in the final.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were not very good, the penalties. But yeah, as for the game itself, yeah, I mean, I was impressed with Sweden. I thought they looked a very good team, very good team. I mean, the girl who plays for Arsenal still, um, what's her name, Stena Blackstenius.
Yeah.
I mean, she scored one of the goals the other night, and she'd also scored previously. But Sweden just looked sharp, fit, and maybe overall, I felt they probably edged it. But